You're about to listen to an excerpt of Secret City Geek Lab broadcast on KTSTFM.com every Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. For more news, reviews, and interviews from the world of geek, visit the Geek Lab at secretcitycomedy.com/geeklab or like us on Facebook at facebook.com/secretcity. Enjoy the show.
It's very exciting for Mr. Peabody to have his paw prints put into the TCL Chinese Theater today because he's basically had a hand in every major historical event that's ever happened. So his film work is but a small part of what he's offered to the world. So we'll add this to the Nobel Peace Prize and to his Olympic gold medal. It's a huge kind of big time travel comedy adventure, and those shorts were all about sort of going back through history, and kids were learning about history but not knowing it because it's so entertaining, you know. The only thing we've really added in this version is that it's also about the father and son. You know, it's about Peabody as an adoptive parent and how he and Sherman go from being mentor protege to being father and son. You know, I remember watching reruns of Mr. Peabody and Sherman when I was a kid, and so anybody, you know, closer to my age or parents, I think it'll just be fun to revisit it, and to revisit it in a way that has, you know, updated sort of technology, and the storytelling can take on a much more sort of epic form nowadays. It's kind of, and it's 3D, you know, it's a much more immersive experience.
It was really cool to see Mr. Peabody and Sherman get their handprints in it, and it was really fun. Once I got the movie, I looked up Mr. Peabody and Sherman, and it was really good. I thought it was really cool because when I looked it up, I got the feel of like Mr. Peabody's a genius, and Sherman is his adopted son. So I really got the feel of it. It was awesome because all the people are really nice. Rob Minkoff, the director, Alex Schwartz, everyone's just really nice.
The institution of the Chinese theater and stars from you know, every decade of Hollywood who've put their handprints and footprints at the theater makes this just such an incredible honor. You know, I grew up with Mr. Peabody and Sherman when I was a kid. I loved them as characters on the Rocky and Bullwinkle show, and so for me it's really a dream come true to be able to work with them to actually direct this film and get to this point where we're just about to premiere it. I think, you know, kids when they hear that Mr. Peabody is a dog and he adopts a human son, you know, their eyes light up. They love the idea. It just seems so funny and fun.
My dad started producing these characters, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, in 1959. Unfortunately, he died in 1989, and I've been running the company for 24 years. So actually, Rob Minkoff, the director who also directed Lion King, came to me, we think 2002, 2003, and he wanted to make Mr. Peabody and Sherman. So, you know, his credentials, his personality, his passion for the property meant, let's do it. My dad would be just so thrilled with this movie. Of course, he wasn't around for 3D. The animation is just so incredibly spectacular. Kids are going to love this movie because Sherman himself is 7.5, Penny's 7.5. They're dogs, there's time travel, there's adventure, and there's humor.
Welcome everybody to this celebration of Mr. Peabody. Without further ado, let's begin the hand and paw print ceremony. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And everybody to the left here, please. And Ty over here, sir. Here, Max, over here, sir. And then right here in the back.
Yeah, I know, folks.
Tuna.
Hi, Tuna. 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 Back it up.
This was a production of Secret City Geek Lab on KTSTFM.com. We broadcast every Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Visit the Geek Lab at secretcitycomedy.com/geeklab or like us on Facebook at facebook.com/secretcity.